Hello, this is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. I just want to talk about male birth control for a couple ticks. And before I do, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit the like or hit the dislike. Now, just a couple points that I'm going to make about this. First off, male birth control has been it's tested in India. It's cleared all tests and it's ready to go. This is administered through an injection directly into your penis. The side effects are, I guess, it kills your sperm. It kills your sperm, rendering your ability to procreate useless. Now, a lot of women are happy about this, making such claims as men have always complained about not having enough birth control options, and this is really great. This is something great. And some women, especially in the black community, has gone as far as to lecture men on birth control. Let me tell y'all this real quick. Let me say this. Okay, the single mother rate is over 70% in the black community. Let me put it to you like this. Why would any black woman lecture any black man on the use of birth control? Now, let me say this. I'm not against using birth control. Men using this birth control. If you want to take a shot in your dick, hey, that's on you. And in fact, this is a viable option for people who like having unprotected sex. I mean, one question did I ask, does it come with an STD blocker? Which was a very smug question. And that means that even if you are using male birth control, you are still going to have to wear a condom. And speaking of condoms, why do these women act like male birth control didn't exist before this injection? I mean, male birth control has been sold in every gas station, convenience store, grocery store, just about anywhere you can find a store. It's called a condom. For one, I get tired of hearing women he should have wore a condom. He should have wore a condom. Because there is one real asinine logic. That's really asinine logic. Because you mean to tell me there's that many women in America that don't look at a dick before it goes inside of them? Because the pregnancy ain't the only thing to worry about. This man's dick could have some bumps on it. So I kind of think that's a lie. I think that's a lie to cover up mistakes. It's like, he should have wore a condom. Why didn't you make sure he was wearing a condom? Like, I would say 99% of the women I've had sex with has always asked me for a condom. Say, hey, do you have a condom? Now, this is before, this is, in my past. Yeah. And then, like, if I had a condom, yes. If I did have a condom, no. That's another thing. That's another form of birth control. Saying no. Like, every time you go to a woman with that, hey, you know what? You can't say no if you didn't have a condom. You can say no. You can say no. No. It's like, if you can't say no, that means that it's gone beyond consent and it has become unlawful. So you can't say I couldn't say no unless you were more than willing to do it yourself, woman. So it's utter hypocrisy to sit up there and lecture these guys about birth control when you already had over 30 forms, including saying no. On the other side of that, And yes, there is an other side. A lot of these girls can't keep a nigga babies. A lot of these girls can't have bag babies. Basically having unprotected sex for the purpose of getting pregnant on purpose. Now, if these guys just start rampantly taking all this birth control, that game is over with. It is over with. Ain't no more trapping a guy with a kid. Granted, he's responsible enough, if he loves having unprotected sex, to go get his dick injected with this birth control. All I'm saying is this. I'm not against this. I'm just saying that it is an extremely hypocritical discussion. Now, to the point I just made a second ago, look at this little juicy screenshot right here. Now this is a little loose, a little loose for on Twitter. Like every time y'all want to be a troll or something, or try to establish yourself badass, you got to use like devil names and shit. I don't get that. But it says, male birth control injection is ready for you, pussy ass niggas. Why she? It lasts 13 years once you get that injection. They don't know what the long-term effects might be, but I hope you motherfuckers pass the fuck away. Like, Jesus, like, why so angry? It's like women are happy about it because, you know, they can just carry on being as irresponsible as always. Yeah, and then like, oh, and then just tell their child 5 years later, oh, your daddy should have worn a condom. That's why these children ain't got no like value in themselves. Because women, some women now, some women think they can just get away with saying stupid shit all the goddamn time. And it ain't supposed to affect nobody because they are women, you know? But on the other side of that, this little game that these females play is over. If a man doesn't want a kid, all he has to do is get his dick shot up with some birth control. Yeah, I know that's a real, like, that's a real crass way of saying it, but it's exactly what's happening. They are injecting your dick with some birth control. Now, if what this young lady's saying is true, they don't know what the long-term effects might be. See, this is what's going to happen. All these guys are going to take this male birth control. Years and years later, it's going to see a commercial saying that if you're taking this yada yada male birth control injections in your penis and you were, you know, if your dick or your balls exploded, please call this lawyer. I mean, I would never recommend something that you didn't know all the long-term side effects. All they're telling you at this point, it lasts up to 13 years. But I don't even know what she's saying is accurate because her brain is like a bag of cats. Bullshit just flying everywhere. But, you know, black men get this kind of treatment online all the time. You know, having women wish death upon us because they can't get their way. So, I mean, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask all y'all a question. What do you think about male birth control? Is it beneficial? And I'm not really talking to the women, because women have had so many forms of birth control that they didn't use, and our single mother rate is high as fuck anyway. And what y'all want to say is, well, the men, no, it's the women too. It's like when you mention women doing something bad, they're always going to say, the men too, the men too, the men do it too. There's never any kind of accountability. But you ladies are going to have to start having sex with these guys because you want to have sex with these guys. Or pretend like, you treat it like, you pretend like it's a have to. Well, I had to have sex with him. Oh, I was like, well, did he have a condom? Yeah, my period. Like, oh, get the fuck out of here. That's all I'm saying, though. I'm saying, like, just use some common goddamn sense. Even if he's to shoot his dick up, he still has to wear a condom. Period. But y'all, some of y'all act like y'all don't know what that is anyway. Yeah, I understand. Sometimes condoms break. Let me tell you something. Back in the early 90s in my health class, in the early 90s. It's 2019 right now. My health teacher told me, if you're going to have sex, use a condom and a spermicidal lubricant. That was back then. Men were always educated. Women were always educated. So what's wrong now? The best birth control really at this point is education. Education. And control over your impulses. If he doesn't have a condom and he says, well, I shot my dick up with birth control, just say no. Saying no ain't that hard. Pleasure yourself if you have to. If you're not, at the end of the day, if you are not ready for a child, or all you're going to do is sit up there online, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, and complain about these niggas not paying child support, just know this. You, as a responsible party, could have prevented this too. If you are an adult, you are pretty much responsible for your own life. Period. That doesn't give people the right to do whatever they want to you. It doesn't give them the right. But just use some common goddamn sense. I mean, hell, there's a bunch of kids that's already here. And then I know some of y'all think, oh, if we just had this back then, we wouldn't have all these babies around here. Yeah, say that to the kids that's already here. Like, share, subscribe, and Kev, we trust. Goodbye.